In this video, I'd like to share my game plans for two fights. The one versus Simon Dam, the trilogy match, and the kickboxing rematch versus Minola. So first, let's start out with the Minola match. In the Minola match, we'd already planned to have this fight a year before, and it didn't pan out. So this was a game plan I'd had in mind for quite some time. I wanted to start out in southpaw stance, something I've only done in sparring, but never in an actual fight. However, since Minola is a less experienced competitor, I felt it was okay to test this out against him if I was ever to try and take this risk in an actual fight. So whenever I was shadow boxing, this was what I was preparing for, to shadow box in southpaw and then to at some point deliver this combo, a tornado kick into a spinning hook kick, like this. So why did I want to do this from the southpaw stance rather than orthodox? Well, the reason is simple. If I was to do it from this stance, I would need to take a step. I could mask it as a low kick, or mask it with a stepping switch jab or something. But it would be much quicker to start out in southpaw to set this up. And I actually managed to pull this off, and I landed the combination. However, it wasn't quite as I visualized. I visualized in my mind scoring a highlight reel knockout with this combination, but I just barely grazed him on his headgear, and he was a little bit rocked. I think he had to adjust the headgear afterwards, so he got a bit of a break, but at least it worked, and I'm happy to have pulled it off in an actual fight versus Minola. Now, for the second match versus Simon Dam, I had a different game plan in mind. Whenever I was shadow boxing for this one, since the rules would change from boxing to kickboxing and in the end Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I would always do a round of boxing, shadow boxing, and then do a round of kickboxing. And during the boxing round, I would make sure to do this kind of showboating type of thing once in a while, because I wanted to get used to that habit. And then I wanted to, in the kickboxing round, do the same and get him thinking about a punch, because this is something you don't see often, but you only see it in boxing. I've never seen anyone do it to set up a kick. And then, as he would be thinking of a jab coming or perhaps a rear hand uppercut or something, I would try and land a lead roundhouse kick. And I chose this type of kick because it's one you can deliver very fast. So that's what I planned for the Simon Dam match. However, in the boxing round, I was able to keep this game plan in mind. And actually twice I think I did this type of thing. But for the kickboxing round, it was just like, it was a more intense round, and I completely forgot about the game plan. The reason why this second round was more intense, I believe, is that we're both martial artists who use kicks a lot, so our distance and our range was more for kicking, where with the boxing we both fought at a distance, and you can definitely still use a jab and strike from a distance in boxing. But when both fighters do so, then there's not that many strikes connecting. So I think that's why I was able to keep this game plan in mind for the boxing. But with the kickboxing, as the intensity increased, I forgot about this. And with the Minola fight, I think the reason why I was able to do this was also because that due to the difference in experience and skills, I never felt that much threatened during the fight. However, I will say that he landed some hard strikes, and I definitely had to remain somewhat focused to avoid getting hurt in that fight as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Now, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for post notifications if you haven't already. After years of free content, I need a helping hand from some of you. You can support me with $3 each month or 5 or 10 for a few extra benefits. Thanks for listening. Visit my Patreon, that's patreon.com/Zen-Dragon.